What's the most hilarious fake ID you've ever seen someone use? I went out to celebrate my 21st birthday at this bar downtown with my best friend, and while I was finally legal, he was still 19. I told him showing up was a terrible idea, but he kept insisting he had a foolproof fake ID that would get him in with zero issues. I didn't believe him for a second, but he was so confident that I just nodded and went along with it. We walked up to the door, and I showed my ID first. The bouncer glanced at it, nodded, and waved me through without a second thought. Then my friend stepped up, pulled out his wallet, and handed over his so-called masterpiece of deception. The bouncer took one look at it and just froze. He stared at that thing for a solid 10 seconds, not saying a word, just processing what he was seeing. I leaned over to get a look, and the second I saw it, I nearly choked. The ID belonged to a 34-year-old man named David. My friend was 5'6", baby-faced, and very clearly Asian. The guy on the ID was 6'2", bald, and extremely white, like aggressively white. There was no universe in which this made sense, and yet here we were. The bouncer finally broke his silence and said, "So your name is David?" My friend, without a single ounce of hesitation, looked him dead in the eyes and said, "Yes, sir, that's me." I had to look away because I was about to lose it right there on the sidewalk. The bouncer asked him for his birthday. My friend opened his mouth, paused, then just threw out a random date like he was guessing the answer on a test he didn't study for. It wasn't even close to what was printed on the ID. The bouncer tilted his head, clearly done with this interaction, and asked where he got it. That's when my friend panicked. Full panic mode. He blurted out, "My older brother gave it to me." The bouncer blinked. I blinked. Even the people behind us in line blinked. He had just openly admitted that the ID wasn't his. The bouncer sighed, looked at him like a disappointed father, and said, "Leave before I call the cops." My friend didn't walk away. He didn't casually turn around and head back to the car. He sprinted, full speed, down the street like his life depended on it. I tried to follow him, but he was moving so fast I lost him within seconds. I went inside, had exactly one drink, and then left to find him. It took me 3 blocks before I finally spotted him crouched behind a dumpster, catching his breath like he just escaped a manhunt. He looked up at me, wide-eyed and sweating, and made me swear on everything I loved that I would never tell anyone about what just happened. I lied and said I wouldn't.